Okay. Should be going live everywhere now. Should hopefully be going live everywhere. I think the only other thing I need is my Twitch chat. Yeah, guys, we're going to be playing... We're going to be playing All the Mods 9, working on the journey to the Greg Star. I'm just trying to make sure we are live everywhere, so give me just a moment. It says excellent connection to YouTube. We are live again on Twitch. Okay, we are live, guys. Oh, what a journey, what a mess of trying to get that set and running. We'll see how it goes. But hello and welcome back, everybody, to All the Mods 9 Journey to the Greg Star. The plan today, my friends, is to finish the Steam Age and progress a bit through LV. Now, to do this, I want to move all of our GregTech materials over to a corner, because these main floors are where we'll be doing GregTech for the day. Now let's set back up our alloy smelter, extractor, macerator, we'll put that over on the left, and our compressor. Let's get steam running to all of these. Make sure we grab a wrench and connect everything. We get to use our cool new system here, so I need to grab a GregTech wrench, but it's currently being stored in our NBT storage. So I'm going to activate the connection to our storage, grab a wrench, and then deactivate the storage. Let's go ahead and connect these four and connect them to the machines using the wrench by clicking the little symbol next to the machine we want to connect to. We're going to have our steam coming out the top, and then we're going to put 3 boilers and connect them as well. Now these boilers are going to need water and steam, which I realize we should have grabbed back over here. Ooh, the sink is, we currently have a sink going to our reactor. So I will grab another sink. And let's pump water to these. I think I'm just going to use pipes. We'll go ahead and 1, 2, 3 and tell it to put water in them. And we'll see if, okay, they are getting water. Let's speed it up a little bit. And we'll get our steam going with some coal. So coal in here, here, and here. And while it's warming up, why don't we see where we left off? On our Steam quest line. So looking at the Steam age, we were trying to get glass tubes, which means we needed a casting mold for ball. And a glass tube is going to be glass dust with mold in a smelter. Glass dust coming from hammering glass if we want. I think we will just make a pattern for glass dust for now. Throw that in a assembler. And I'm realizing, you know, I don't want the GregTech tools being put in our NBT storage while we're working on GregTech, because unfortunately we need to reuse the tool for multiple crafts, right? Hey, there's Nads. Yo, what's up, man? So I'm going to come here and I'm going to say in another line and not GTC EU wildcard. Now, if I put a wrench in, nope, it still got exported. Ooh, I think I can do a priority. Priority. Let's grab that wrench back. Nope, still gets grabbed. We'll have to look at that later. That's fine. Let's go for some glass. 64 of it. Because we're going to try to make 64 glass tubes. Oh, I've got the mold on me. Perfect. But today is the GregTech day, guys. We're going to be doing GregTech while we're streaming to YouTube. We'll probably do an hour of GregTech and then just end the YouTube stream and keep playing after that. All right, there's our glass dust. I'm going to put this in the alloy smelter. And hopefully they start getting steam here. I think I need to quickly say put steam out the back. And they are heating up in temperature as we speak. Beautiful. While we wait for the temperature to rise, I got to do something really quick. I'll be right back. All right, I am back and ready to have a good time. Are you guys ready for some GregTech? Things might be a little slow at the start, but why don't we get 64 of every resource that's going to be necessary for the circuits, I think is what we're going to do. And part of that is going to require resetting up a tree farm for rubber trees. I think that's what we'll do right now. So all of GregTech's going to be here till we fill the platform, then we'll move platform to platform in a circle. Why do you have 350 HP? Were you not at 1,000? I'm not wearing like my shield, stuff like that, so that there isn't a shield covering the bottom corner of my screen while we stream to YouTube. I'm not wearing all my stuff, just so that things are cleaner for YouTube. Let's type @industrial, and what we're going to want is a plant gatherer and a plant sower, some dirt, the few lily pads we have. Oh, we do have 64. I'm going to do just a few. Okay, okay. Hi, YouTube. Hi. says hi from Nads. Let's clean this up. Going to need... Let's bring over an AE2 line. No, kitty. Nope. Let go of me. You gotta let go. Oh, kitty. Will you get down? It's always when I go live, she wants to be on my lap. But not right now, folks. I'm gonna put down a wireless connector. Grab another one to put down in the GregTech area, and a connector kit. We'll go ahead and bind this. And I'm going to pull out multiple P2P faces, giving us essentially multiple lines to work off of. So I'm going to come out a little bit and bind this. Then we will run purple cable down the line here. I don't think I'm going to do more than 8 P2Ps, so I don't need too much cable. But let's just go down the line. And we'll pull out our first P2P port over here in the corner. Or you know what? We could go both ways and do like 4 and 4. Let me grab more cable. And this way we could start basic over in this corner. So I'm going to stop there and I'm going to grab P2P. And place it like so. Grab a P2P face, which I believe our back face is ready for grabbing. Load the card, and then this is the cable that's actually on the main network. This is the cable everything needs to be connected to, is regular Fluix. Okay. Part of our steam age is going to be the rubber tree. So I'm going to put a plant sower probably right here, and a plant gatherer up above it. I'm going to give us some area for water. To put the lily pads of fertility to, if you're unfamiliar with lily pads of fertility, they increase the growth rate of nearby crops. So we'll put our water down with a few lily pads of fertility and put down a rubber tree. Right there. Now, these machines need to be powered. Why don't we use a flux point? I'll just put it right here. Power the top one with a pipe. Trying to get better at using the specifics rather than universal pipes, because the universal should only be used if you're actually using all those 4 pipe types. Or at least 3 of them. Lastly, this has got power. Plant sower's got power, and I'm going to... Oh, I didn't think about this. I did not think about this. We also need to feed this rubber saplings, right? Let's see if I can very quickly place a cable before the water flows. And bring this cable over to our main line. And at this cable, we'll export rubber saplings. Like so. And guys, I had a bit of an idea that while I'm live, while we're figuring things out, I will just throw the wiring down, and then in between streams, I'll probably bury it, hide it, decorate around it, but I don't think that part's necessary while we are live. But now let's put a import bus on the plant gatherer and give this poor little sapling who's just cold and in the dark some light. That should allow it to grow. And the reason we are growing up the rubber sapling is if we head back to our quest chain we're doing here, we're trying to make vacuum tubes. Oops. Vacuum tubes, resistors, which require sticky resin, and resin printed circuit boards, which come from resin and wood plank. Let's see how close we are material wise. What do we have? We have 5 printed resin. We do have crafting recipes for it. Why don't we make a crafting recipe for resistors? And I think we're going to be using carbon dust from GregTech. So let me type carbon dust. And we're going to be making that in the macerator, which has the best chance at the dust right now. Can't I just crush actually? Can't do a centrifuge yet. That's what we're working towards. I could swear there was an easier macerator recipe than graphite ore. I thought I could just use coal, but let's see how much graphite we have. I've got a little bit of graphite. Let's throw that in our macerator. Now, in this pattern, did we have... We need fine copper wire, which we've already made iron wire cutters is a pattern. And we need copper foil from a hammer. Let's throw these all in here. And we're going to wait for our carbon dust. Now, I believe I can do a little bit of speed up here. But I don't want it to run out of steam. Crushed graphite ore, so we didn't get any dust. It's going to be a small chance. There's got to be a better way with this resistor. Charcoal dust. Ah, charcoal and mortar. Okay. Let's stop that. We did the wrong pattern. Let's use charcoal dust, because I think that is going to be our best bet. And charcoal dust comes from charcoal and mortar. Charcoal and mortar. I'm going to do a very quick... There we go. Recipe for an iron mortar. And now we should be able to request how many resistors go in electronic circuits. 2 resistors, and we're trying to make a stack. So let's request 2 stacks of resistors. Which will be 128. It's going to take a while to calculate. We need a recipe for iron screw. And apparently the charcoal dust recipe did not get properly saved. Maybe we didn't make the charcoal recipe itself. Yeah, it doesn't look like we did. So from the resistor charcoal dust, we needed a pattern. And then we need iron screw. And iron saw. Okay, let's see if we have all of the necessary patterns. For 128 resistors. We just need charcoal. So the last pattern is going to be for charcoal. And I believe there is an essence pattern for it. And I believe we have coal and wood essence. Do I have coal essence? I do. Perfect. We're going to do that rather than smelting for charcoal. I think that's fine, right? Oh gosh, I am all over the place. I'm so occupied with seeing if the stream fails, like we were struggling with. How is the quality on Twitch? If Nads is still here or anybody's still here, how is the quality on Twitch? Good. A few stutters here and there. Okay. Yeah, this multiple RTMP output seems to be really struggling with constant bitrate. It's jumping from 5 to 7,000, and I'm this close to just changing the streaming software I use to something that I have a good feeling would work better. Okay. We got some of our glass tubes, which are going to be for vacuum tubes, 1 apiece, and vacuum tubes are going to be used for a lot of stuff. Why don't we actually make the vacuum tube pattern? Vacuum tube. We're gonna need steel bolts. Get that from steel, which we're producing steel with mechanism right now. And I'm realizing I want to put patterns for these, for like the glass tubes. Why don't we use some of the circuits we already have to maybe try and make some of the LV machines we're going to need? So we would kind of be jumping ahead in the quests. Jumping ahead a little bit. But it would allow us... It would allow us to put patterns on these machines, because I need at least LV. See if we get any useful rewards. We've got pattern for vacuum tube. Let's make a couple of those, or make the pattern for the circuit. These ones were gifted to us from, was it Wrangling, I think? Red alloy cable. I totally forgot about red alloy, guys. Oh boy. It's going to need rubber sheet, which means we need to make a mold here. And we're going to need red alloy wire, which we're going to do the, let's see, is it... No, I have to start at the tiny one. Okay, so red alloy. Oops. Red alloy wire. Which we can make red alloy ingots. Or use a forge hammer. I think we'll use this hammer. And red alloy ingots. There's a few ways we can make these. I don't want the more red. I want this one, which in the alloy smelter is just redstone and copper. So I'm going to get some redstone and copper. Get those here. Guys, did my... Oh no, never mind. I'm lost. Forget I said anything. Redstone and copper. And I'm going to pause the glass balls for a minute and just get this going. I want to produce my own red alloy for a moment. Just to show I could have made the circuit. And once we've got some circuits, we'll start making some LV machines. Wazaf says, how is your night going, Fallen? It's going good. We're doing another stream test with new settings of Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. Clumsy Monster says, do you think you will get far today? For this stream, I think we'll pretty much finish all, we'll get into and finish all of LV, because LV is super fast if you have resources, and we have resources. So I'm just going to make 3 circuits if I can. Oh, we need the rubber sheets. The rubber sheets. We need to make a plate mold. Let's give it a second here. And we're going to start putting down the LV machines and hooking them up to patterns so that I'm not manually going into all of these. What's the rubber sheet stuck on? Oh, the steel. We should probably upgrade the mechanism setup to produce steel much, much faster. But I think what I'll do instead is I'll just queue a bunch of steel while we're working on other things. So we get a random reward here. Rubber ingot. That's perfect because we're about to try to make rubber sheets. Wazaf says the base looks rad. Yeah, the Citadel is slowly coming together. I'm pretty happy with it. And we're getting resource production stuff up and running at the same time. It's super cool. Thanks for the compliment. Okay, while we're waiting, let me make some of the vacuum tubes. Can I make 10? Just so I can turn in the quest. I just followed you on YouTube and I'm trying to see all the episodes of All the Mods 9 from the beginning. Ooh, well, I'll tell you what, Clumsy. We started All the Mods 9 when the pack first entered alpha. We're not even talking beta. There's a lot of streams and episodes, so don't feel bad if you skip ahead a few seasons, you know? Nad says we're going to do a joke to Fallen. You know I can read chat, Nads. Let's see if this finishes up here. Beautiful.
I literally
okay, so
told
we got our
him
mold.
that.
And once again, this is going to be alloy smelter, I believe. Let's see if I have some more rubber. This is gonna really pick up once we are in LV. It's only the start that's slow. I'm seeing them fly past me right now. A tiny
You got caught on the block. Yes. I told him that.
Wait, are
I
they
told him I was
talking
like,
and my voice chat stuff got messed up?
I'm talking.
Oh, it did. Oh, it did. Hold on. I need to do this. Let's just go this one. I should be able to hear you now. I can hear you slamming your keyboard. Hello.
Slamming my keyboard. Yeah, I told him I was like, hey, I had a Nade, whatever. He killed me, and I got a player head from that. My own player head, and
1 second, Wazaf.
And I gave it to Blue Horizon. It's Blue Horizon, right? And I was like, oh wait, I should have given it to you, Neds, and then you'd put it on, and then
okay.
go to him looking like me.
I get it now. I get it. That would have been kind of
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, and he said it in the chat. I was like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, what? And I was like, you can't type that in the chat. He's gonna know. And he's like, he's not reading the chat. And I'm like looking at the stream, and you're reading the chat literally
I was
as
like,
he says that.
I always read chat, man. I'm always there. But to clarify for you, Wazaf, the GregTech streams, such as this one, will be on the main channel because I'll stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. The normal Twitch streams of playing All the Mods 9, working on the star, working on the base, will just go on the VODs channel, is the plan right now. Only when I directly stream to YouTube will it be there. I won't just stream to Twitch, then upload it to YouTube. But we are currently live on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, Wazaf. The Twitch stream is 1080, and the YouTube stream is 4K. Oh no, Mr. Tukinit's gone. I thought he said something else. I was just trying to finish my explanation. Hopefully I didn't miss anything from Mr. Tukinit. Sorry if I did, guys. Or Mr. Tukinit, I should say. But let's make a circuit here as the vacuum tubes come in. You were done? Oh, okay, Mr. Tukinit, got it. And while we're waiting for that steel, guys, I'm going to come to our metallurgic infuser here, and we're going to make a pattern for a basic tier installer. And I'll request like 5 of those. We'll do a little bit of mechanism upgrades while we're at it. Still part of GregTech though, because I recommend a lot of people do their steel through mechanism. It's just easier in my opinion. Okay, I can resume the broadcast on YouTube. So they're just going to have a little cut. Let me make sure. Yeah, they're back. They're back. So annoying. I want to have one good stream to YouTube, you know? But there it is. We have made our own circuit. I'm going to use these circuits to make some LV machines. And the LV machines will also produce these circuits. If we look at the quest tab, the most important for me as we exit the Steam Age, I want to use Forge Energy. And that is going to require, in the LV, energy converters. Let's grab one of these, and there's multiple amperages we can do here. And if we remember from the getting started, it talks about amperages. Machines which receive extra amps will not explode, but cables and wires will burn if given more amps than they are rated for. So what matters is our voltage. If you give too many volts, it explodes. And you lose about a volt a block. Well, that's fine because we're just gonna do very little safe powering here. But we're going to make all of these are 32 EU a tick and produce different variations of amperage. Let's see if we can make a 16 amp, but it does require very thick cable. What is the 1 amp? The 1 amp is just 1x10 cable. Maybe we go for 4 amp instead. I'm thinking 4. I'm thinking 4 amps. Let's make a pattern. For a 4 amp energy converter, which is also going to require an LV machine hole, which we need to make a bunch of patterns for. We're going to need tin cable, tin wire, tin plates, which we'll do with GregTech hammer for now. Eventually we'll change all the plate recipes. Let's put the patterns we have into assemblers so that we can see which ones we have already done. Here, we're going to need LV machine casing, which is just a wrench and plates. And wrought iron plates. This is where we got to do a bit of work of getting wrought iron. Let's make wrought iron pattern here. And I believe we're looking, I think we're going to go the dust recipe, right? Is that? No, I got to remember wrought iron, which I bet the quest line will teach us. Or maybe not. Oh, wrought iron. To make wrought iron, you need to smelt iron nuggets. That's all you have to do. Perfect. That's right. That's right. So this is actually going to be easier than I thought. So wrought iron from... Oh, we need to be in this screen. Wrought iron from nuggets. Smelt nuggets in furnace. But we're going to do these 64 at a time. So 64, 64. Put that in our furnace and the rest in our assembler. And then what else did we need? It's just the cables, right? 4x10 cable, which is going to be a little pricey in terms of rubber plates. We need to make a crap ton of rubber plates. We need to get that up and running ASAP. But we've got that cable, and then we need red alloy cable. We'll do it from the small. And now let's see everything missing for a 4 amp converter. Just rubber sheets. That is it. And rubber ingots came from alloying sulfur and raw rubber pulp. Raw rubber pulp coming from our extraction where we can use slime or sticky resin. I'm going to use some slime. I've got to do some computer health work, guys. My Ethernet adapter keeps dying on me. I can't stream to YouTube for some reason. It's annoying. But we're going to get our raw rubber pulp from slime for now. And then we're going to combine that with sulfur, which we already made a bit of sulfur dust, and the way we were making it was just smelting raw sulfur. So we've got a good amount of raw sulfur and sulfur ore. So I'll grab a bit of sulfur dust and keep feeding it the raw rubber. should have some made from earlier. And let's speed that machine up. Then we're going to need our mold plate. Make a bunch of rubber sheets here. Once this is done, how fast can I speed this up before it's not getting enough steam? It looks like it's doing good. So this is where the time in a bottle is paying off, where we made it and have been accumulating time. It's purely to speed up GregTech in these early steps. Oh, am I dying again? What's going on? Oof, guys, oof. Do you have some tips and tricks on anything? The biggest tips and trick for steam age I would give is using slime for your raw rubber pulp. Rather than using the sticky resin or the logs or anything like that, they're all needed for other processes. Get your raw rubber pulp from slime. And my second tip would be to use industrial foregoing to farm the rubber tree. Okay, we got our rubber sheets. Let's get a 4 amp converter. Oh, I am so happy to have that. I do need is it a rubber mallet? I'm going to need a rubber soft mallet. Oh, that uses so much rubber. That's rough, but we'll manage. This 4 amp converter is going to power the first LV machines we're going to use. Mainly, we're going to try to get these machines built in LV to automate our circuits, is what we're going for. Now, I'll put down one LV energy hatch right here. We'll grab our rubber and mallet and swap this to say we want to turn forge energy into EU. Power that up. And now we've got 4 amps, 32 EU a tick. Let's look at making an LV auto or alloy smelter. Yeah, basic alloy smelter, right? Should have patterns for pretty much everything. And let's see what materials we are missing. Ooh, we have everything. Beautiful. I'm just going to try to keep the rubber going. And I'm going to put our basic alloy smelter. We need a 4 amp capable cable, which I think the tin cable can handle Yeah, 4 amps at 32 LUV. So let's get 4 of these. And we'll put our machines in a line here. We can go 4 because of the loss. Oh, am I not holding the right? Do I need a better wrench? Or is the server disconnecting? Can you show how you change your... Watch my HP fallen? I'm watching Nads. It's not temp HP, is it? Change your chars to rainbow. Do you mean this? My selection window to rainbow? Is that what you mean, Clumsy? That is because in the shader pack I am running, which is, I'm currently running complementary unbound 511. In the shader pack settings, other selection outline, I have turned my selection outline to rainbow. What tool do I use to change these wires, guys? My wire cutters, I don't think these are strong enough wire cutters. Is there tin wire cutters? I think I need higher than... Can I just make diamond wire cutters? Oh, but we're going to be out of molecular assemblers. Oh, no. Luckily, there's a very easy way to get more of them. I need 8 pattern providers. Six more extended pattern providers, or molecular assemblers. Oh wait, I was using a wrench. I wasn't using wire cutters. Hold on. Are these what I need? Oh, we're good. We're good. I just needed to hold wire cutters. We're good, guys. We're good. Okay. We'll build that later. Let's put down our basic alloy smelter. And we need to set it to receive power from the back, which I think is the wrench. Right? Am I the wrong way on the converter? No, I'm not. Oh, it's the mallet. There we go. Oh, working disabled? It's not the mallet. We'll see if it works. We'll give it a try. How about that? We got to do side configuration here. I'm going to set the top to be our patterns. What we're going to do is auto input output the top. And allow items through the same slot. Then we'll add a... I've already got a pattern provider on me. Let's just use this. Wired on the top. And I'm going to bring over an AE2 cable. I'm going to run it up and over through the middle. And we'll go into this pattern provider. And if we look at the alloy smelter, there's a few recipes we can set up here with patterns. At least the ones I want. We're going to have to do the molds individually, but outside of the molds, we could do like rubber ingot, red alloy. Those are the two we're going to do. So I'm going to look up rubber ingot. Rubber ingot, come to the alloy smelter and set this as a pattern. Place that here. And importantly, we're going to say do not push crafted ingredients if inventory contains a pattern input. We don't want to double up on anything here. Then red alloy. Let's make a pattern in our alloy smelter of... Oh, you can just use a copper ingot. You don't even have to use copper dust. Let's use that. And let's do a test of requesting 10 red alloy ingots. Okay. Looks like our side configuration is wrong. There we go. And I got to figure out the power. Wait, why does that keep changing on me? I want it auto. Something's not saving for some reason. We're also not getting power. Maybe I do need to swap this back. Sacre bleu, come on. This was all working so great last season. Why is nothing... Oh no, don't tell me this is one of the GregTech bugs they were talking about. Sorry, and then I'll look at your health, Nads. I apologize. Very nice. I got distracted. Is this one of the bugs? Is the power not coming to them? Or do I need... Am I missing something? Do I need to set... Do I actually need a hammer? Or do I need a screwdriver? That's the sound. Nothing with the screwdriver. This should be enough to get us power, unless this is too much. Voltage drop. Nope. Don't tell me this is the GregTech being broken. We add this the right way. What if we take out the cable entirely? Put our converter and our point. Okay, it got power, so something was wrong with the cable. Maybe there can't be open ends. This needs to be this way. And it's working, guys. The alloy smelter is up. The only downside is that is going to mean I'm going to have to put a raw converter on each one. Unless anyone can tell me why my cables were not working. Did I make the wrong? Should be. Oh, it's LV, and this is Ultra. No, I thought this was ULV, but no, it's LV. I don't know why the cables didn't work, but the smelter definitely worked. That worked just fine. I wonder if it's possible. I may just have to run Steam at all times. As sucky as that sounds, I might have to just actually run Steam all the time. Or just grind the resources slowly to get all of our machines up. But I'm gonna need another converter, which I have the resources for. And let's do let's put this here. Mallet it. Oh, did I lose my tools again? No, I didn't. We're good. Mallet it. And we're gonna put down some. I'm just gonna use mech power here for another alloy smelter. That's gonna make rubber sheets. Okay, we need a rubber sheet, which is ironic. Let's get our plate mold. And a alloy smelter. Again on here, we're gonna set the top to be everything. Put a pattern provider. And a bit of cable. Oh, am I lagging? Yeah, I'm lagging. And this one is going to specifically just be for rubber plates. The way that's going to work is I'm going to put the mold in. And in the pattern, take out the mold. Can I make rubber plates? Let's request one more alloy smelter, because we do need one more, and we already have rubber sheets, so that one's not going to matter. Yeah, to craft 9. Let's see if this works. I'm going to have to take stock of what we're going to do, but I just want to make sure this is going to work. Why aren't the settings saving? Is this another one of the things people were talking about? I keep doing the settings and they're just not saving. Okay, it's waiting right now. So I think we're good. Yeah, okay, it's going. It's working. It's working. I'm going to put down one more alloy smelter for the glass orbs. But we're just gonna go live. I'm gonna stop the YouTube episode, guys. Thanks for watching through the mess, and we're just gonna go live on Twitch and stream on Twitch. So I'll catch you all later.